There is a specific kind of violence that usually destroys a luxury car. It isn't a scratch in a parking lot. It is the brute force of nature. Recently, a video emerged from China that the executives at Land Rover in the UK and Jeep in America are desperately hoping you do not see. It shows the new Yangwang U8L, the extended wheelbase flagship from BYD, parked calmly under a massive, multi-ton palm tree. And then, gravity takes over. The tree is released, smashing directly onto the panoramic roof and the A-pillar with the kinetic energy of a collapsing building. In the Western automotive world, we do not test cars like this. We are polite. We crash cars into deformable aluminum barriers at 40 miles per hour in clean, air-conditioned laboratories. We give the car a 5-star safety rating. We pat ourselves on the back, and we sell it to families in the suburbs. But the real world is not a laboratory. The real world is a falling pine tree in British Columbia. It is a rock slide in the Colorado Rockies. It is a collapsing building in a disaster zone. Nature does not care about your leather stitching or your heated cup holders. When that tree hit the roof of the Yangwang U8, physics dictated that the cabin should have collapsed. If that had been a Range Rover, the aluminum A-pillars would likely have buckled, crushing the occupants. If it had been a Jeep Wrangler, the roof would have been flattened like a soda can. But look closely at the footage. The U8 did not buckle. The glass did not shatter. The door frames remained perfectly square. The car simply shrugged off a disaster that would have totaled a European SUV. This is not just good engineering. This is a fundamental shift in how we build machines. We are no longer looking at a vehicle designed for the highway. We are looking at a civilian tank designed for the apocalypse. And today, we are going to explain exactly why the era of the mechanical SUV is over. To understand how a car can shrug off a falling forest, we have to expose the dirty secret of the modern luxury SUV market. Over the last 20 years, manufacturers like Land Rover, Mercedes-Benz, and BMW have moved towards unibody construction. They tell you it is for handling and efficiency. But let's be honest, it is about cost and weight reduction. A unibody car is essentially an eggshell. The skin of the car is the frame. It relies on tension. If you compromise the structure, like dropping a tree on the roof, the strength evaporates. The Yangwang U8L rejects this fragility. It returns to the body-on-frame philosophy, but it upgrades it with 22nd century technology. This is the CTC, cell-to-chassis revolution. The massive 49 kilowatt-hour blade battery pack is not just a fuel tank bolted underneath the floor. It is a structural reinforcement beam integrated directly into the chassis rails. It acts as a spine of hardened aluminum and steel. Imagine a sandwich. If you have 2 pieces of bread, they are floppy. But if you fill the middle with a solid block of steel, the entire structure becomes unbreakable. That is the U8 chassis, a Land Rover Defender, which is considered the benchmark for toughness in the UK. Has a torsional rigidity of about 29,000 Newton meters per degree. That is impressive for a steel box. The Yangwang U8 is pushing numbers that rival carbon fiber hypercars. This extreme rigidity is why the roof didn't buckle. The force wasn't taken by the thin metal of the roof skin. It was transferred instantly through the A-pillars, down into the battery chassis, and out through the tires. While Range Rover is obsessed with reducing weight to meet emission targets in London, China is adding structural mass to ensure you survive the unthinkable. Now, we must address the elephant in the room. The king, the Toyota Land Cruiser. For 50 years, if you lived in the Australian outback, the deserts of Nevada, or the remote parts of Africa, the Land Cruiser was a religion. You bought it because you were told that mechanical is better. We were brainwashed to believe that electronics fail, screens break, but steel gears last forever. That logic is now officially dead. The Toyota Land Cruiser, the Jeep Wrangler, and the G-Wagon all rely on a mechanical drivetrain. Think about the complexity. You have a central engine, a transmission, a transfer case, a central drive shaft, 2 differentials, and heavy steel axles. It is a system with thousands of moving parts grinding against each other. And here is the uncomfortable truth that Toyota fans don't want to hear. Mechanical parts break. Axles snap under high torque. Differentials explode if you spin a wheel too fast on a loose surface. Drive shafts twist like pretzels. If you snap a half shaft in the middle of the Australian outback, your Land Cruiser is nothing more than a useless pile of metal. You are stranded in 40-degree heat. The mechanical link is broken, and no amount of Toyota reliability will save you. The Yangwang U8 destroys this vulnerability with the E4 platform. There are no differentials to blow up. There is no drive shaft to twist. Instead, you have 4 independent motors, 1 at each wheel. This is not just about having 1,200 horsepower. It is about redundancy. If a Land Cruiser loses its engine, it stops. If the Yangwang U8 loses a motor, the other 3 motors instantly adjust to compensate. If a tire blows out at 75 miles per hour on an American highway, a normal SUV pulls to the side and crashes. The U8's onboard computer detects the pressure loss in milliseconds and adjusts the torque of the remaining 3 wheels to keep the car perfectly straight. It defies physics. You can drive a 3.5-ton vehicle on 3 wheels without even spilling your coffee. Toyota relies on the strength of a single steel shaft. BYD relies on the intelligence of distributed physics. The definition of reliability has shifted from hard to break to completely impossible to stop. But durability is not just about the frame. It is about how you connect to the ground. For the last decade, the gold standard for luxury was air suspension. The Range Rover has it. The Mercedes GLS has it. The Jeep Grand Wagoneer has it. Air is soft. Air is comfortable. But air has a fatal flaw. It leaks. Airbags are made of rubber. Over time, rubber dries out, cracks, and fails. If you take a Range Rover into the freezing Canadian winter, the compressor freezes. If you take it into the hot Arizona desert, the bags dry rot. When air suspension fails, the car collapses on its bump stops and becomes undrivable. The Yangwang U8L abandons air. It uses the DiSus-P intelligent hydraulic body control system. This is not a bag of air. This is a high-pressure hydraulic piston system, similar to what you find on heavy earth-moving machinery or aircraft landing gear. The difference in power is staggering. An air suspension system takes seconds to lift a car. The DiSus-P system is violent. It can lift the entire vehicle 150 millimeters instantly. It is so powerful that it can make the 3.5-ton car physically jump off the ground to clear an obstacle. It allows this limousine-sized vehicle to corner flat like a Ferrari because the hydraulics push against the G-force, eliminating body roll. The Cadillac Escalade floats down the highway like a boat. The Yangwang U8L attacks the highway like a guided missile. We have talked about violence, impact, and mechanical destruction. Now, let's talk about silence. The new U8L, long wheelbase, is designed to compete directly with the Cadillac Escalade and the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. When you extend the wheelbase, you are not just adding legroom, you are creating a sanctuary. The interior of the U8L creates a cognitive dissonance. Outside, the suspension is hammering over rocks, the motors are churning through mud, and the chassis is shrugging off falling trees. But inside, it is dead silent. BYD has engineered a level of noise isolation that is frankly disturbing. Because there is no roaring V8 engine vibrating the chassis, and because there is no central drive shaft spinning underneath the floor, the cabin is a vacuum of silence. The rear seats in the U8L recline to zero-gravity positions. You have hot stone massage functions. You have a refrigerator. You have a fiber-optic starry sky roof that mimics the Rolls-Royce Starlight headliner. This is the ultimate flex. The Cadillac Escalade is loud and brash. The Yangwang U8L is a library inside a tank. It offers the ability to cross a war zone while sipping champagne in absolute silence. Critics will say, but what about the Hummer EV? What about the electric G-Wagon? Let's look at them. The Hummer EV is a toy. It is too wide for British roads, too heavy for many bridges, and its efficiency is laughable. It is a caricature of an off-roader. The electric G-Wagon, the G580, is an impressive machine, but it is compromised by its heritage. It is trying to retrofit electric technology into a chassis that was designed in the 1970s. It struggles with aerodynamics and range. The Yangwang U8 was designed from a clean sheet of paper. It uses the tank turn not just as a party trick, but as a tactical maneuver. In a tight trail in the woods or a narrow dead-end street in London, the U8 can rotate 360 degrees on its own axis. It doesn't drag the tires. It manages the torque to minimize wear. It turns a 5.3-meter-long SUV into a vehicle with a turning circle of 0. The Hummer is clumsy. The G-Wagon is old. The U8 is agile. Finally, we have to address the feature that broke the internet: the water. Critics called it a gimmick. They laughed. They asked, "Why do I need my car to be a boat?" Go ask the people in Florida during the recent hurricanes. Go ask the farmers in the UK during the winter floods. Go ask the residents of Queensland, Australia. A Toyota Land Cruiser needs a snorkel to cross deep water. And even then, if the water gets too high, the engine floods, the electronics short out, and you sink. The Yangwang U8 is IP68 waterproof sealed. It floats not because it is cool, but because it guarantees survival. When the flash flood hits, the Range Rover sinks. The U8 activates emergency flotation mode. It automatically closes the windows, opens the sunroof for an escape route, seals the HVAC system, and uses the spinning wheels as paddle steamers to drive you to safety at 3 kilometers per hour. This is the difference between off-road capability and survival capability. Toyota builds cars to get you to the campsite. BYD builds cars to get you out of a natural disaster. The automotive world is currently in a state of deep denial. You will hear people in the comments section, especially from North America and Australia, saying, "I'll stick with my V8. I don't trust Chinese batteries. It's too complicated." They said the same thing when fuel injection replaced carburetors. They said the same thing when the iPhone replaced the BlackBerry. The 2026 Yangwang U8L is not just a competitor to the Range Rover, the Land Cruiser, or the Escalade. It is their executioner. It takes the luxury of the Range Rover, the sheer size of the American Escalade, and a durability that exceeds the Australian Land Cruiser, and wraps it in a package that defies the laws of physics. The tree drop test was not a marketing stunt, it was a message that says, while the West is arguing about tariffs and software updates, China is building the most indestructible machines on the planet. The king of the off-road is dead. Long live the emperor.